what all did I cook and what did I prep up for the week, because today is a Sunday, so I like to prep a few things for the week. And whatever I made today, so it's going to be like what I made for lunch, and if there's any leftovers it goes into dinner. So I thought I'd just share all of this with you today. So let's just jump straight ahead into today's lovely video. So let's start with what I cooked this Sunday. So for breakfast, we had oats. I have this recipe. I'll leave a link of how I make this oats. And then I made this lovely chicken casserole. So let me take you through how I made it. So first I prepped up the chicken. So in a pan, I added 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now you don't have to heat olive oil. So immediately once I turned the flame on, I just added 4 cloves of garlic, which I had ground to a coarse paste in my mortar and pestle. Now I just fried the garlic well in the olive oil till all the rawness went away. And then I had some cooked chicken. I'll leave a link of how I cooked the chicken. So I just shredded that cooked chicken from the previous day and added that. It was some leftover cooked chicken with a little bit of spices. I'll leave the recipe of how I prepare the chicken in the description box below. So I just saute the chicken with the garlic. And then I just added 2 to 3 teaspoons of pizza pasta sauce. Now this is homemade pizza pasta sauce. So I'll just leave a link of this sauce in my description box below. It's super simple to prepare at home. And I just mixed everything together. And that was my chicken all prepped up. Now I'm moving on to how I prepared the white sauce. It's also called bechamel. So here in the pan I added 1 tablespoon of butter. Let the butter melt on a low to medium heat. And once the butter was nice and melted, I added 1 tablespoon of flour, that is all-purpose flour. And I just whisked in the flour into the butter and just fried it for about half a minute in the butter, so there's no dry flour. And then I added 1 cup of milk. So the proportion is 1:1:1. And then I just whisked everything together since it was till all the lumps. It was lump free. In other words, till all of the flour nicely got incorporated into the white sauce, and you got a nice smooth white sauce. So I just whisked it all together till it started to thicken. So this is your basic white sauce. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of cheese just to elevate the flavor of this sauce. So I'm going to make it into a cheesy white sauce. Otherwise, you can just make it like this. This is the white sauce recipe that I use for my pastas and casseroles. And now I'm just going to add about 2 tablespoons of grated cheese. I'm using processed cheese. You can use any cheese you generally use for your pizzas, pastas. So now you can see that it has thickened up really well. So now I'm going to turn the heat off, and this is your lovely white sauce already. So now I'm going to assemble my casserole, and I've already preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. That's around 356 degrees Fahrenheit. Now first I'm going to put the chicken layer. That's going to be the bottom layer. And I'm just going to even it out so that there are no blank spaces at the bottom of the casserole. Next, I'm going to add some potatoes. So I've just boiled 2 medium potatoes, peel them and slice them thin. I'll leave instructions in the description box as to how I boil the potatoes. And then I'm going to add this white sauce, cheesy white sauce. Just pour all of it in together, and then just smoothen it out so that there are no blank spaces. And then I'm just going to add 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. Now I've just taken some bread slices and made them into crumbs in my mixer or blender. or you can use the ready-made bought ones. Don't forget to preheat your oven for 10 minutes. And then I'm just going to add again some 4 tablespoons of grated processed cheese. Again, you can use whatever cheese you like. And now I'm going to bake this casserole at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. And here is my casserole all baked. And I like to serve this with homemade garlic bread. I'll leave a recipe of how I prepare this garlic bread at home. I have a similar recipe for a veg casserole. I'll leave the link to that below as well. So on Sunday, I also prepared this ginger and green chili pickle, which we all love. So I'll leave a link of how I prepared this pickle. I have a full video of this recipe, which is super simple, and it's got lovely mustard and all in it, and it tastes really good. Now for dessert, I made a lemon pie, which was a big favorite at my place. So I'll take you through the recipe quickly. So here I used 20 Marie biscuits. You can use any biscuits of your choice. Just make them into a nice coarse powder like this, very grainy. Don't put them in your blender. It's better that you grind them. And then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of melted butter, and I'm going to mix all of this till it resembles wet sand. So mix the butter in really well. And now I've taken my spring foam pan and I've just lined it with some butter paper, and I'm going to put this layer down into the butter paper. You have to have a spring foam pan with a removable base for this recipe. And now I'm just going to flatten it out. And I'm going to use, kind of a heavy glass and just press it down because we want it to be nice and, firm. And then, of course, we're going to refrigerate this for 20 minutes. Now I put it into my freezer, but you can also refrigerate it for 20 minutes. But I like putting it into the freezer because it sets faster. And now we're going to prepare the filling. So here I have 250 ml of fresh cream. I'm going to beat the cream. Now we don't want it to have stiff peaks, but we're going to beat it till it's nice and thick like this. So I beat it for exactly 10 whole minutes on a high. And once the cream is nice and beaten up like this, we're going to add 200 ml of condensed milk. I have a recipe for homemade condensed milk. I'll leave a link below. If I forget to leave any links of anything I've mentioned now, please remind me so I can. Now I'm going to mix the condensed milk and the fresh cream really well together. And now I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. This is a lemon pie, so it has to be really lemony. So you can give this mixture a taste, and if you want to have more lemon, you can add more lemon juice. Now mix all of this really well together. And now I just added about half a drop of lemon food color. This is optional, but I like this very pale yellow color. And now you can see that the biscuit base has nicely set. So I'm just going to pour this mixture into it. And then I'm going to refrigerate it for 4 hours. What I do is I keep it in my freezer for about 2 hours, and then I keep it at room temperature for about another 2 hours. But I prefer keeping it in the freezer and then putting it into the refrigerator just about an hour before I'm ready to serve. And here it is, guys. It's all ready. You can see that it's nicely set. So this is how it looks, but I'll show you how I demold it. This is basically a lemon ice cream on the biscuit base, and it's just fabulous. So I'll show you how I demold it. So you just open the apparatus on the spring foam, and you just take off the butter paper. It comes off really easily. Doesn't it look really beautiful? And then I'm just going to cut into it using a nice sharp serrated knife. Go right till the bottom till you get the biscuit base also cut. And then just use a spatula like this to lift up the piece. And that's it, guys. A lovely big slice of lemon pie is all ready. This is the perfect dessert after a nice Sunday lunch. And then I made this beautiful patar bhaji with puris. This is a Goan recipe, so I'll leave a link to this down below. It's super delicious and it's very easy to prepare. And I just made whole wheat puris with this. So this is the dough that I had made. Then I also cooked some basmati rice. And these are the lovely puris all ready. And then I prepped a little bit for the next day. So here I soak some udit dal and some rice. The proportion is 3:1. Rice is 3, udit dal is 1, to make dosas for breakfast the next day. I also soaked some kabuli chana because I like to make some chana salad. And here I put some matki to bizo. And here you can see that it has sprouted, and this is the lovely dosa batter that is ready. I also boiled the kabuli chana and kept it ready for my salad. So this is what I made on this Sunday. Hope you enjoyed this video. So friends, I hope you enjoyed watching today's vlog. It was a vlog style and I just thought I'd share with you so that you get some ideas as to what did Akshata make, how does she prep her food. You get some insight into what happens in behind the scenes sometimes and what I really cook at home and share with all of you guys. So if you like today's video, please do give this video a big thumbs up by clicking on the thumbs up icon that you see below the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button that you see below the video. And once you have subscribed, click on the notification bell and click on all. That way, whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. Thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel. And I will catch you soon in my next video. Sooner than you think. This is Akshata signing off. Bye.